about that time, folks.
About that time.
We're going to go ahead and let you know who's skating tonight. I'm good.
From the land of hot chicken and honky tonks, please welcome your Nashville Music City All-Stars. At number 17, Legs McQueen. Number 187, Princess Di. Number 1968, Wiley Coyote. Number 1976, Electric Boogaloo. Number 27, DEI Zaster. Number 312, Clearly Dangerous. Number 329, Alita 1. Number 555, Cinnamon Roller. Number 626, Curse. Number 713, Violet Dragon. Number 777, Smash. Number 79, Ripley. Number 86, Lil Red Right Hook. And number 911, Toxic Moxie. Bench staff for Music City All-Stars, Pumps, Tonka Truck, Cocoa Whip, and Witch's Brews.
All right, it's time for your home team skaters, the River City Riot. We've got number 1026, Tanya Farting. Number 1305, Country Jam. Number 16, Sweets. 176, Raven Darkhold. Number 23, Blaxican Ninja. Number 271, Lizness Casual. Number 30, Lynn Diesel. Number 419, Grim Possible. Number 444, Harlot's Web. Is not here and we love them. Number 505, The Little Swole Maid. 606, Bad and Bougie. Number 7, Smack Mamba. Number 72, Pixel Whip. 85 is Eternal Glam Nation. And number 89 is Sigmund Feud. Give it up for your River City Riot. Time to derby, about 30 seconds. Sorry, bench staff, I'll get you in a minute. All right, jam is on. We've got Eternal Glam Nation jamming for River City and Ripley jamming for Nashville. Eternal Glam Nation fighting in the front. Some beautiful O there from Little Swole Maid.
And Ripley breaks through lead jammer, Music City All-Stars.
Eternal Glam Nation hot on his heels.
Pack rounding the straightaway into turn number 3, and Jammers re-engaging for points. Ripley getting points and calling off the jam. We'll see Ripley picks up 1 on the jam.
Ripley, as lead jammer, had the option to call off the jam to protect his points, and he sure did, stopping Eternal Glam Nation from scoring.
Jam number 2 is underway. Pixel Whip on the line for River City, and Wily Coyote wearing the star for Nashville.
Pixel Whip looking for an outside line. Getting caught up on the front here on this 2-wall from Nashville. Princess Di and Clearly Dangerous holding Pixel Whip in front.
Giving Wiley the outside lane for lead jammer Music City All-Stars.
Pixel Whip with 1 to beat in the front. That's your captain, Electric Boogaloo for Nashville.
As Wily Coyote comes back around, pack in between turn number 1 and turn number 2. And
it looks like Wiley is being assessed a track cut penalty. It is a power jam for River City and Jam 2. Pixel Whip going up against Electric Boogaloo. And Electric laying out a really strong hit.
Electric Boogaloo, one of Nashville's strongest blockers.
I can tell. Pixel Whip looking for a little bit of offense there from her pivot, Smack Mamba.
Pixel Whip takes a little spill outside, forced to recycle back to turn number 4. Yeah. You gotta wait till they're engaging. Yeah. And Wiley out of the box and rejoining the fun.
Pixel Whip looking to move side to side on the track, open up that Nashville wall a little bit, but that Nashville wall is dynamic and reforming in front of her.
And Wiley is through with 4 points for Nashville.
Because Wiley was lead jammer and then went into the box, they lost lead jammer capabilities, and now there is no lead. This will be a 2-minute jam.
Time expires, and it's a 4-4 jam. Both teams with 4. Nashville up to 9, and River City at 4.
T? Nope, Tanya Farting.
And Lex.
Looks like we've got Lex McQueen on the line for Nashville, going up against Tanya Farting for River City. Lex McQueen with some fast feet, but Tanya Farting is faster.
Legs forced outside, forced to recycle back to the jam line, but finding that inside lane on initial.
There's some beautiful offense here going on from both teams working to get their jammers out.
Tony sees Lex quickly approaching, calling off the jam. Sorry. 4 points going to River City. Nashville, no points, just vibes.
Okay. You can see both packs here really squished up on the front line, neither willing to give up that front position. And Nashville's going to pop forward.
And we've got Cinnamon Roller and Lynn Diesel wearing the star. Lynn Diesel up at the front of the pack up against a tripod of white. Trying to find that inside lane, not finding anything. Trying to go outside and finding that lane. It's Lynn Diesel, lead jammer, River City.
And Cinnamon Roller already has the star off, prepared to pass to the pivot, putting a little pressure on that wall to keep track of both players, the jammer and the pivot.
Lynn Diesel through with 4 for River City.
And Cinnamon Roller is out with star in hand.
A little bit of a star stash there. Lynn's going to call off the jam, but not before picking up 4 more points. So it's an 8-point jam for River City. bringing the score up to 16-9 in favor of River City. It's a lead change. Go ahead and hydrate if you got something.
And Nashville will be starting with 3 on the track as DEI's Aster is sitting in penalty. Eternal Glam Nation skating for River City.
And Curse wearing the star for Nashville.
Oh, a hard hit to that wall. Curse does not play around.
Curse knocked inside. Forced to recycle between the jam and pivot line, but we've got Glam Nation is lead jammer for River City. Glam Nation picking up 4 on the pass. Now fighting that outside lane for another quick 4 points for River City.
Curse hits hard, but that River City wall hits right back. Curse is tough, though. Up and moving. Ready to hit with force.
A wall of black holding Curse back.
Eternal Glam Nation with 1 to beat in the front, coming around for another scoring pass. Some beautiful offense there on that inside line from Lizness Casual.
And Curse passes the star to Clearly Dangerous, but Glam Nation's going to call off the jam. That's a 16-point jam for River City. That's a high watermark so far. Score up to 32 for River City. Nashville sitting at 9 with 22-34 left here in the first period.
We've got Pixel Whip versus Ripley, and I will be messing up those 2 names. It's a Pixel Ripley jam.
And they're off. Pixel through. Lead jammer River City. Ripley knocked outside.
Ripley trying to jump around Sweets. Sweets just got a hip on him.
Some nice track awareness on Ripley's part, riding the tape. Pixel Whip's going to see Rip quickly approaching the pack and call off the jam. It's 4 points on the jam for River City. And we're going to go ahead and roll into a timeout.
What an excellent time to shout out our NSOs and skating officials.
Absolutely.
If you look to the center of our track, our NSOs are the folks wearing all black. They are not on skates. And our referees in the black and white on skates, all 7 of them that are required for a sanctioned game. Thanks, y'all, for being here running our game for us. That was not enough hype. I need more hype for the referees, please. Thank you. Can you tell us Tipping or Nashville? And the jam is on. Tanya Harding getting caught up on that wall with Electric Boogaloo and Smash. Smash with the beautiful hit out to the inside.
And Fart finds that outside lane. Lead jammer River City.
Wiley looking for the pivot and finding it. Your pivot is Clearly Dangerous. And Claire is out, ready to come around.
Fart looking for more points. Fighting through, finding that inside lane and calling it off.
Great job from that Nashville blocker pivot duo, putting pressure on Fart to go ahead and call it. Can't just run endless points. We got to get a move on.
And Fart picks up 3 on the jam.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I'm looking at blockers.
Oh.
And I can't see the jam. Oh, it's Diesel. I can see their skates.
All right, here it is Lynn Diesel and Lex McQueen jamming. Lex McQueen with a little spin move, lead jammer, Nashville, Music City Allstars.
Stop work. Both of these jammers are incredibly light on their feet. River City running to the front to protect their points from Legs.
Pack has the speedies. Legs is going to get those 4 points and hop, skip, and jump, call off the jam. Legs picking up 3 on the pass, bringing Nashville up to 12. River City sitting at 39.
Cinnamon Roller and Eternal Glam Nation on the line. Glam fighting in the front around this Nashville wall, but they are proving just as fast as she is. Glam is out on the inside line. Cinnamon still fighting in the back.
Pack holding tight as it rolls into turn number 1. Eternal Glam Nation through for 4, putting 4 on the board.
DEI Zaster playing a little bit of offense there in the front for her jammer. And we've got a track cut assessed to Cinnamon Roller. Power Jam River City. For folks not super familiar with roller derby, when one jammer is in the box, the other blockers who don't have to block a jammer, their whole job right now is getting their jammer some points, which they can do by hitting people or by chilling, which is an actual strategy.
Pack holding steady at the back straightaway, heading into turn number 3.
Yeah, by hanging out back there, they're forcing the blockers to bridge forward or else get too far away. Glam calling it off so that the next jam will be a power start for River City.
That's another 16-point jam for River City.
Oh, no, it looks like Cinnamon Roller must have just gotten out of the box before Glam called it. So we do have a jammer on the track for Nashville.
And it's Ripley.
It's another pixel rip. Those two better only jam against each other all day.
Both teams appear to be on a 3-jammer rotation.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful footwork from Rip there.
And Ripley is through lead jammer Music City All-Stars. Ripley coming back around, finding that inside lane, making it outside lane, making it look easy.
We call that a bean dip when you just squeak on under a blocker's butt.
Tripod trying to hold Ripley back, but Ripley going inside. 4 more points for Nashville. That's an 8-point jam for Nashville, bringing them up to 20, but River City leading at 55. Just over 17 minutes left here in period number 1.
Earlier, we saw these 2 Nashville and River City packs really squished up on the front line. But now it looks like they've been fighting for dominance on that back line.
Wiley finding that inside lane. Out on initial.
Right at the end there, we had River City's Bad and Bougie sent to the box. So River City will start with 3 blockers.
Pack advantage for Nashville.
Also, wow, what a fantastic crowd we have tonight.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming out to our Pride match, everybody. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Oh, look at those moves from Legs. Lynn Diesel squeaking by on the outside.
As this Nashville pack reforms, Legs.
Wow.
Was that an apex jump?
I think that was a whole track jump, just a whole section.
Just a whole section of track.
Lynn Diesel is out on her initial, ready to come by and score some points.
But Legs is about half a track ahead.
Getting caught up on Sweets and Smack Mamba in the front.
Legs breaks through for 4 more points and calls off the jam.
What a fantastic jam for Legs. Is that an 8-point or 12-point? I do believe that was an 8-point jam for Legs. Great job.
Highest scoring jam for, tying the highest scores jam for Nashville so far.
Our score is 28-59, halfway through this first half.
And we have Cinnamon Roller and
Eternal Glam Nation.
And Eternal Glam Nation is lead jammer River City, but Cinnamon Roller also out on initial, hot on Glam skates as Glam comes around looking for points.
My favorite thing about roller derby is that anybody can hit anybody anytime for any reason. And we definitely see these two blocker packs going after each other.
Glam picks up 3 and calls off the jam. And yes, that is one of the great things about roller derby is at all times, you're playing both offense and defense.
And just for funsies.
And funsies.
Just laying people out for the joy of it. Yeah, Tanya Farding on the line for River City. And potentially Ripley?
It looks like Ripley, I believe. No, it's Ripley. It's Ripley.
Oh no, we got a pixel rip. Ripley getting drawn to the back.
Lead, Jammer River City.
Wow, Ripley making quick work of that separated River City pack, just weaving on through.
Fart sees what's happening and calls off the jam from their knees.
Very strategic call off there from Tanya Farding.
Very.
It's definitely Pixel. Everybody's a little bit squished up on that inside line there.
Wiley breaks through, but takes a spill, gets right back up. Lead jammer, Nashville.
Great little t-shirt whip off of their teammate there. Pixel Whip fighting in the front, getting caught up on Smash. And number 8-6, the Little Red Right Hook.
Wiley weaves between blockers, but unfortunately goes outside and is sent to the penalty box. So it's a power jam for Pixel Whip and River City.
Pixel Whip dodging to the inside to avoid that hit from Smash. River City is doing something called keeping a goat, which is where they hold an opposing player at the back and force the other pack to bridge forward. Currently holding Alita 1, but Alita's out of it.
And we're going to roll into a team timeout for Nashville.
Shout out to our jam timer. Thank you for those clear hand signals. I do believe that's an official review for Nashville.
Hey, it's a great time to shout out our sponsors, Haunts of Richmond, the sponsor of this year's Pose Punishers, locally owned and operated, celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals. Public tours, private tours, and special events are offered year-round. Tickets and information available at hauntsofrichmond.com. You can also check out Haunts of Richmond on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Also, After Hours Landscape. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by After Hours Excavation and Landscape, digging deep and finishing strong even after the sun goes down. Whether it's excavation, grading, or landscape design, they've got your outdoor projects covered. Thanks for sponsoring our Hollywood Undertakers.
All right, so Nashville has brought their question to the referees, asking whether or not a call on the track should stand. Referees are now conferring. This is why we're so lucky to have so many skilled referees in the house with us tonight.
Absolutely.
Looks like we have Certified G as our head referee, Jessica Jabbett, Jackknife, Hex Girlfriend, Michael Maines, and Wolfie.
And your NSOs are Tank Boy, Chelsea, Disco, Shady Spines, Near Death Experience, Betty Clocker, Tofu, Little Rat Skull, Badass, Darby, and Tank Boy. Tank Boy's on here 3 times.
He's doing all the things.
All the things.
I do believe there's a ref I might have missed as well. I'll catch them when they skate around. The other ref I didn't catch is Sam, who I rode in a car with. Sorry, Sam. In case anybody's been waiting for this notification, the snack bar is alive, folks. Come get your fries and beer.
Also want to give a shout out to those watching us on the live stream, twitch.tv/River City Roller Derby. That rolling whistle means we're about to get back into derby action.
DEI Zaster just making it on the track. Some offense up front there from Raven Darkhold, trying to get Lynn Diesel out of the pack. But it looks like Smash and Electric Boogaloo are not fazed by Raven's offense. Beautiful hit out to the outside there from Smash in the front. Meanwhile, Wiley is grinding in the back.
One to beat for Lynn, and Lynn is free. Lead jammer, River City.
Wiley following Electric out of the pack.
Going into the back straightaway as Lynn Diesel re-engaging for points. Getting points and calling it off. We're going to put 4 on the board for River City, bringing the score to 75-28 in favor of River City. And it looks like Nashville did not retain their official review, so it looks like the call stood.
Legs again with that beautiful footwork, squeaking by on the outside, but Eternal Glam Nation is hot on his tail. Oh,
Pax,
these blockers are going to run it.
Pax got the zoomies.
For those who haven't watched roller derby before, the blockers are the point. So they can just kind of run away and protect their point from those jammers who are trying to come get it.
Legs picks up 2 on that jam, bringing Nashville up to 30.
Yeah, 45-point differential. This is definitely not a runaway game by any stretch of the means. That's like 4 jams. And again, a fight for the front here from both packs. And Cinnamon Roller is out, rocking and rolling.
And Fart is also out, hot on Cinnamon Roller skates. Are we going to see some jammer-to-jammer combat? And we will. As Fart comes along and picks up 4. Cinnamon Roller held to just 2 points. Cinnamon Roller in trouble, calling off the jam.
We mentioned earlier that anybody can hit anybody at any time, and Fart said, yes, mission received. We've got Pixel Whip on the line for River City. And Curse for Nashville. I do believe this is only the second time we've seen Curse jamming tonight.
It is.
Hit to the inside by Blaxican Ninja. Curse is a toughie. Pixel Whip is your lead jammer.
Pack heading into turn number 1 as Curse knocked in field, forced to recycle back to the apex as Pixel Whip threw for 4.
Curse and Ninja are just like magnets out here tonight. Although now they're hanging out with Bad and Bougie and Lizness Casual in the back. Smash looking for a hit on Pixel Whip, just missing it to the inside. The box is clear.
Curse, I believe, still working on initial, so Pixel Whip is just going to rack up the points. Because, of course, you don't get points on your first run, through your first pass.
Oh, you surely do not.
And Pixel Whip's going to call it off from the ground, but get right back up, and we're going to roll into a timeout.
An official timeout.
Okay, so remember to check out our other sponsors, Plug It Up Podcast, Torchy's Tacos, and Sacred Roller Skate Supply.
And if you didn't know, Fist City Print Club is out here vending. If you've ever thought, man, I need some roller derby merch that is cute, but not specific to an individual team, Fist City Print Club has got you covered. They are skater-owned over there on one of the big blank walls here in our beautiful exhibit hall.
Behind the backstretch.
Also, if you didn't know, we have a very cute Pride photo booth, and you should go get your photo taken. They print it out and put it in your hand. And how often do we have physical photos anymore? Go get one. The jam is not underway.
But it looks like they jumped the whistle for a second, and it is Ripley and Lynn Diesel wearing the star. Ripley out in front of this with a two-wall, trying to find that outside lane, but knocked outside, able to get back in. Nope, it was a track cut on Ripley, so Ripley sent to the penalty box. It is a power jam for Lynn Diesel and River City.
That would be Sweets up there in the front playing a little O on 3-1-2, Clearly Dangerous. Claire's had a great game today. Very dynamic blocker. Hard to beat.
Lynn Diesel finding that center lane up to a tripod. Now 2-1 to beat, and Lynn Diesel is through 4 points. Lynn Diesel sees Ripley getting out of the box and quickly calls off the jam. 4 on the board for River City.
Ripley exploding out of that box to be able to say that they had returned to the track before Diesel called it off. If they'd been any slower on that uptake, they might have been starting in the box. We saw both packs kind of fighting for the front earlier, and it seems like they've sort of settled out now. Wiley hitting that front pack and managing to stay in bounds, getting caught up on Lizness Casual there. And Blaxican Ninja. Oh, Ninja thought that she had hit Wiley out, but Wiley had the track awareness to go ahead and pop right back in. Down is not out.
Wiley has excellent track awareness. You're gonna
that
see
was
her
incredible.
Tape. You're going to see her slide and call off the jam from the ground. Wiley doing Wiley things, we say in Nashville.
We sometimes joke in roller derby that the jammers are the ball. And in that case, I think they were bowling balls, both of them.
That's 3 on the jam for River City, 4 for Nashville.
I do see legs on the line. If I don't see the jammer, I assume it's Pixel. And look, I'm correct. Oh, no, that's Fart. Sorry, Fart.
Legs finds that inside middle lane for quickly jammer for Nashville.
Fart getting drawn back by DEI Zaster.
Legs knocked outside, forced to cycle back to between the jam and pivot lines, giving River City time to build up a wall. Legs seeing Fart approaching the pack, calls off the jam, but not before picking up 3 points for Nashville.
We've got Pixel Whip and Cinnamon Roller lining up. Box is clear. Pixel Whip hit to the outside almost immediately, recycling back behind this Nashville pack.
Cinnamon Roller up at the front with 4-wall, getting some offense from Clearly Dangerous. The 4-wall has become a tripod, but the tripod is holding tight. Cinnamon Roller having some trouble.
It looks like we've got a River City blocker in the box. And that's Electric Boogaloo with that run back on Pixel Whip, drawing her back. Cinnamon Roller still fighting.
Trying
Knocked to the ground by Bad and Bougie.
Cinnamon Roller riding the outside tape and gives the go-ahead. Lead jammer, Nashville Roller Derby.
Cinnamon Roller with some really great track awareness there, as Ninja was the one who hit her out, but Ninja fell. Cinnamon Roller did not have to recycle behind Ninja and very smartly hopped back on the track and got lead jam.
And Cinnamon Roller sees the River City jammer quickly approaching, so the jam is called. 4 points on the board for Nashville. Just over 2.5 minutes left here in the first period. Remember, stick around for halftime.
That's going to be Two-Hole Punch playing a live gig for us during halftime. Get your fries, get your beer, and watch Two-Hole Punch.
Ripley on the line for Nashville. Lynn Diesel wearing the star for River City. And it's Ripley up at the front of the pack against a wall of black. Trying to find that outside lane. Riding the tape, and Ripley is through lead jammer Nashville.
He's trying to catch who was playing some beautiful offense there for Rip. I do believe that was 8-6 red right hook.
Ripley hitting the back of the pack.
And it's Smack Mamba with the star in hand as your pivot. The pivot with the stripe on their helmet is the only person in the jam who can become the jammer mid-jam by literally giving them a helmet cover.
Ripley gets 3 and calls it off. River City up to 98, Nashville sitting at 46.
1 minute, 27 seconds. This might be our last jam of the period.
We don't need that pivot helmet cover.
Nah. Ooh, these jammers are going to hit this wall with some speed.
Wiley hits the front of the pack up against the wall of black, but it's
Eternal Damnation.
Eternal is sent to the penalty box, so it's a power jam for Wiley and Music City Allstars. Wiley coming back up with with a tripod at the back of the pack. Wiley finding that inside lane, picking up 4 quick points for Nashville. Wiley coming back around.
Looks like this Nashville blockers are trying to play maybe a squish offense or potentially a 2-2 where 2 of them pick on one River City blocker and just hold them. We've got Smash holding Lizness Casual. We've got Bad and Bougie stuck in the back on Electric Boogaloo. And Wiley is hit to the outside by Black Sick and Ninja. Your captain for the day.
And that's the first half.
All right, folks, grab some merch, grab some fries, enjoy the set by Two Hole Punch. Welcome back, everybody. My mic is not loud enough. Now, welcome back, everybody.
Give it up for Two Hole Punch
and their baby accompanying.
Jam number 1 underway of the second period. Ripley on the line for Nashville, and Ripley is literally Jammer Music City All-Stars.
Nashville lining up for some offense against River City. Rip calling it mid-skate. I mean, I guess it's all jammers do, but Rip was moving very fast when they called it. You've got Tanya Farding hit to the outside. Legs powering his way through a Little Soulmate and Blaxican Ninja there in the front. An Apex Jumperoonie there from Legs McQueen.
That's a quick timeout.
That I do believe is an official review called by Nashville, I think. Cowbell down. Fantastic time to shout out our EMTs and medics who are here tonight. Love to see ya. Hate to need ya. Also, did you know River City is doing a scavenger hunt where if you find people wearing a pride flag heart tattoo, you get a sticker from them, and if you get all the stickers and all the people, you win a prize. Keep your eyes peeled. Another quick reminder, I don't know if y'all knew this, but we let fans vote on their favorite skater from each game. That's right. It's crazy. So if you want to do it, you can go up to the merch table. They have a little QR code, and you can vote for your fan favorite, just whoever you've had the most fun watching, whoever you think is having a great game. And then they win one of these very cute awards. And it's very fun. If you win fan favorite, it feels very special. So if you want to go vote, you can go vote at the merch table in the back corner. Ooh, look at this beautiful raffle box Jana is bringing around. It's about average. Yeah, it's just funny of like.
You see, what had happened was the Nashville team was contesting that there were supposed to be 4 points put on the board. The 4 points were, in fact, put on the board, so they do not retain their official review.
Thank you very much for that analysis, Thin Mint. Thank you for walking out so I didn't have to. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. It's my job.
All right, Jam is on. We've got Cinnamon Roller and Pixel Whip.
Pixel Whip through lead jammer River City.
Smash with some beautiful offense there in the front on Country Jam, pushing Country out of the way so that Cinnamon Roller could get out on her scoring pass. All right, I guess that was Cinnamon Roller's initial. She's now coming in for her scoring pass. Okay, in general, next, I just had to All right, folks, it looks like we're just making sure that the track is safe for all skaters, and then we'll get back and moving. I had to sit there, ILC, and message being like, he sucks as an announcer. All right, back rocking and rolling. We have Lynn Diesel jamming for River City. Just a little step there over a Nashville blocker. Smack coming, or not Smack, Smash coming for that outside hit. Oh, my bad. I turned you down.
One to beat, and Wiley, Boogie out of the pack, so Lynn Diesel was set free, so lead jammer River City.
Just a quick reminder that all of our referees also get contact training and avoiding contact training for that exact reason. We just had 2 referees use their skating skills to avoid Lynn Diesel as she was coming in hot. I do believe that's a Ripley on the line. Nashville's pack choosing to take the front.
Ripley knocked outside, and Ripley through lead jammer Music City Allstars.
Ripley's really fantastic at just ducking under hits, like skating really low and really fast. Bit of a hard hit there into Grim Possible, but Grim Possible is also coincidentally indestructible.
And we got Legs McQueen and Fart on this, wearing the star. Legs McQueen knocked outside with a little spin move.
Fart with 2 to beat. That would be Smash and Elita 1.
Fart is set free. Lead jammer River City.
Legs looking to battle around Blaxican Ninja, getting hit to the outside by Ninja. Fart dodging to the inside.
Legs taking a track cut, so it's a power jam for River City and Tanya farting.
You can see Fart's blockers telling them, go, 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 hit fast. And Fast is Fart's middle name.
Low red right hook with a hit, but Fart breaks through, calls off the jam. River City picking up 8, bringing the score to 110-66 in favor of the River City Riot.
Not sure how long Legs has on his penalty, but he's at least standing, so it's less than 10 seconds. He will be re-entering the jam very quickly. River City's only going to have a couple seconds of a power start before they go back to playing defense. Some offense in the front there from Raven. Darkhold playing O for Pixel Whip, and Pixel Whip is out his lead.
Legs McQueen back on the track with a little star stash, breaking through on initial as Pixel Whip comes around looking for points.
This Nashville pack running forward to get away from Pixel Whip. And it does seem to work. We've got 1 point for Pixel. 0 for Legs McQueen coming around on that.
Jam is underway. Lynn Diesel and Cinnamon Roller wearing the star. Cinnamon Roller knocked in field, forced to recycle back to the jam line, and giving Lynn Diesel room to move up to the front. Lynn Diesel up against Princess Di and Clearly Dangerous, but Lynn Diesel out lead jammer River City Riot. Pack rounding turn number 1 into turn number 2 as Lynn Diesel coming back around. Lynn Diesel up against Boogie and Princess Di. Lynn Diesel threw 4 more on the board. Lynn Diesel coming back around as Pack goes into turn number 3. Lynn Diesel inside, outside, threw for 4.
Inside, outside, all sides. We've got 3-1-2, Clearly Dangerous going to the track. I have to say it like that every time. I'm so sorry, Claire.
And Claire had taken the star, so it's a power jam for Lynn Diesel.
Diesel juking in the front to get around 713 Violet Dragon.
And Lynn Diesel's going to call off the jam, icing Cinnamon Roll, Clearly Dangerous in the box.
Power start for River City with Eternal Glam Nation on the line. Also, shout out to our live stream. We can see your comments now, so we're going to call you out. All 8 comments that have been said.
Hi, Jamelto.
That's such a good name. All right, River City trying to make use of this power start, playing some beautiful offense for Glam. Clearly Dangerous is out on her initial pass as well, returning from the box and getting right through that pack. Hi, Devil Loner. There are 9 comments now. Thank you so much. Our score is 66-127. 20 minutes left in this half. Turning to the track after pivoting the jam before, jamming this past jam, and now blocking in this jam. That's some serious endurance.
Ripley finding that inside lane, lead jammer Music City All-Stars before I could even say Tanya Farding's name.
Ripley bopping to the outside after a little soulmate. I am so loud. That's a little bit better. We've we've got one River City blocker in the box serving a penalty. River City starting with 3. Hi, Billy. Cody says, let's go, Lil Red right hook. It's Legs McQueen. Bop to the outside by Country Jam. Pixel Whip able to push that Nashville pack up to the front. Legs getting caught up on his own pack, but that's all right.
Legs taking a track cut, forced to the penalty box. So it's a power jam for Pixel Whip and River City.
Pixel fighting in the front there against Princess Di and Clearly Dangerous. Does Claire ever come off the track? She's got so much endurance.
Nashville having a hard time keeping their jammers out of the penalty box. I think that's the big difference so far.
A little bit of offense there up front from Raven Darkhold, taking out 2 blockers at once.
Pixel Whip through, putting 4 on the board.
You know, some jammers like to come out of the box, with stealth. And I don't think that's Legs' strategy. He comes out with power. Hit to the outside by Smack Mamba. All right. Back to our gameplay. Just a little quick conference with the head referee. Everybody explaining the call, making sure we're all good on the track. So far, box is clear. No penalties on the track at the moment. All right, we're getting the all clear from head ref certified G to go ahead and clear the live stream camera. This is why we teach all skaters to fall.
And that whistle, that rolling whistle, means it's time to get back into derby action. Next whistle starts the jam. There we go. Lynn Diesel, Wiley Coyote wearing the star. Wiley Coyote up at the front of the pack against a wall of black. Pack moving into turn number 1 as Wiley is nudged outside.
I'm telling you, with Ninja, you always think you can get around her, and you're almost always wrong. Lynn Diesel looking for a little bit of space in that seam in the Nashville wall, but they are sturdy. That's 329 in the back there, holding Lynn Diesel. That's Elita 1. And my favorite name of the day, DEI Zaster. Wiley with 1 to beat. And they're out. Wiley is your lead jammer for this jam. Oh, power jam. We have Lynn Diesel in the box. Nashville's got 30 seconds to get Wiley as many points as they can.
Oh, Wiley with great track awareness. Riding the tape. Knocked inside, so Wiley calls off the jam. Icing Lynn Diesel in the box. So it's a power start for Nashville. I think it's Nashville's first power start.
I do believe you're correct. Whoever's mom is named Cheryl, she says, "Hi, I see you."
Cinnamon Roller starting this jam alone.
Looks like Nashville's going for a goat, trying to hold Grim Possible here in the back.
Cinnamon Roller dancing and prancing on the inside, finding that inside lane for lead jammer Music City All-Stars.
Cinnamon Roller. Oh, I thought that Sweets was coming for the hit on Cinnamon Roller. Turns out Sweets has the star in hand. Sweets using the power of the pivot to become the jammer magically mid-jam.
Four-point jam for Nashville, bringing the score to 74 to 135 in favor of River City Riot.
We've got a Rip Glam face-off. And it's Rip on the inside line for lead jam. And Glam on the outside line. Both of these jammers really fast toes on those lines.
Ripley re-engaging for points. Calling off the jam for Nashville.
I said earlier that I thought that Ninja and Ripley were like magnetically attracted to hit each other, but Ripley is proving that magnetic field has been broken. Halfway through our last half, our score is 135 to 78.
Wiley and Fart wearing the star. Wiley up at the front of the pack.
Tanya Farting spinning out and able to maintain being in bounds while spinning on one foot. Wiley fighting in the back, caught up on Country Jam and Smack Mamba. DEI Zaster playing a little defense there on Tanya Farting. Fart looking to use that speed, and they do. Meanwhile, Wiley is still... Oh, no, we've got a star pass to Elita 1.
Fart coming around looking for points.
I mentioned it earlier, but the advantage of the star pass is it forces the lead jammer to go ahead and make something happen and then call it. I was like, they're not stuck anymore. Somebody's coming to get me.
Legs McQueen back on the track, finding that inside lane.
With ankles of steel, apparently. Although assessed a penalty, but still strong ankles. Pixel Whip receiving some contact from Smash there in the front, but Pixel riding it out. Just kind of scooching on around. About 15 seconds left, give or take, on this power jam, and Pixel chooses to call it off so that River City can have a power start. Also, the mystery has been solved. That was Country's mom who says hi. We've got a timeout, I believe, requested by the officials. Referees have taken the time they need. Only 2 Nashville blockers on the track here. We've got 2 sitting in the box, plus their jammer.
That's DEI Zaster and Boogie giving Lynn Diesel lead jammer, River City Riot.
Only 2 of them, but DEI Zaster and Electric Boogaloo have both played great, fantastic defensive games today. 2 but mighty. Some nice O there from DEI Zaster trying to take out the brace. Legs keeps getting drawn back there by Country Jam. Her signature move. A forearm called on Legs McQueen. Power jam for River City. Smack Mamba trying to take out one of the Nashville blockers. DEI Zaster was drawing Diesel back from the front, but DEI Zaster heading to the box on a penalty, also on a forearm, which is coincidentally also my favorite penalty. Another power start for River City Roller Derby.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is Yeah.
And Eternal Glam Nation through Lead Jammer, River City Riot. Pack is tight.
Oh, another penalty for Legs McQueen. That was a back block this time. Coming in with just a little bit too much force coming out of that box. Some cannonball style offense there in the front from Little Swolmaid. Is this the third in a row power start?
This would be the third or fourth, yeah.
I think it's third. River City being very strategic with these call-offs and these power starts. Nashville will also be starting with one of their blockers, DEI Zaster, in the box. All the blockers who are on for Nashville are no slouches either. We have Smash and Clearly Dangerous, and somebody whose number I can't see, but I'm sure is fantastic.
Fart is the lead jammer, River City Riot.
I do believe that's Wiley blocking as the pivot for Nashville. And Legs is through on his initial.
Sweet sent in the penalty box, so it's a pack advantage for Legs, but Fart's going to call that one off.
That was a 3-point jam for River City. Just under 10 minutes left in this half. Our score is 159-78. Okay. Because it's fun.
Pixel Whip and Cinnamon Roller wearing the star. Cinnamon Roller up to the front against a wall of two. Cinnamon Roller knocked in field, forced to recycle back two between the jammer and pivot line, giving Pixel Whip room to become lead jammer, River City Riot.
Clearly Dangerous playing some beautiful O there in the front for Cinnamon Roller. I feel like I've been saying Claire's name all night long. She really is having a fantastic game. Cinnamon Roller is out on her initial, ready to come score.
Pixel Whip with a little fancy call off there.
But 1 point from Cinnamon Roller. She was hauling ass. We've got one River City blocker in the box, doing some fun hand signals. BitBolt on the live stream says that was awesome. I agree. I don't know what we're talking about, but roller derby's awesome in general.
Ripley and Eternal Glam Nation. Ripley up at the front, 2 to beat.
That would be Raven Darkhold and Country Jam holding Ripley. Beautiful sweep offense there from Nashville. All of them clearing the outside lane for Ripley to go ahead and get out.
But it's Eternal Glam Nation, lead jammer, River City Riot. Eternal Glam Nation re-engaging for points, looking like she picked up a couple of points and called that one off. We'll see how many points Glam got.
That would be 0 for Rip and
0 for Glam.
That's 4 for Glam. We lost the jam ref for a moment. I do believe those are Tanya Farding's knee pads I can see between everybody else's legs. And that's Wiley jamming for River City Roller Derby. Oh, but a cut track assessed to Tanya Farding.
So it's a power jam for Wiley Coyote. Wiley Coyote riding the tape on the inside, knocked in field, but able to re-engage where she went out of bounds. Pack sitting tight, heading into turn number 1. And Wiley is set free, lead jammer, Music City Allstars. Pack moving back to the pivot line.
This Pack trying to hold Blackstick and Ninja in the back as a goat. Wiley fighting to get around Little Swolmaid fighting back.
And Wiley finding that inside lane for 4 points for Nashville.
Whoop.
Looks like, oh, Black Skin Ninja took a spill and then Wiley tripped over her.
Looks like we are all cool. But in case you were wondering, yes, this concrete floor does really suck to fall on. Tanya Farding there, fighting in the front against Smash, another blocker who's had a fantastic game. Smash able to use that long torso just to be all up in Fart's business.
Wiley Falls gets back up and calls off the jam. That's an 8-point jam for Nashville, 10-point jam for Nashville Roller Derby. I should wait and let the scoreboard or the jam ref signal.
Listen, I get real bad jamnesia, but that might have been our highest scoring jam for Nashville.
It is.
Look at that. One of us has a working memory, and it's Thin Mint.
Barely.
River City Roller Derby with their pivot in the box with only 3 blockers on the track. Princess Di playing some beautiful O for Cinnamon Roller.
Cinnamon Roller up with 1 to beat. Cinnamon Roller, your lead jammer, Music City All-Stars.
River City there in the front, able to hold those Nashville blockers long enough for Pixel to get out on the inside.
Cinnamon Roller daintily calling off the jam as Cinnamon Roller does.
Daintily, with class, very demure. Box is clear. Both packs have 4 jammers on the track.
Jam underway with Ripley and Lynn Diesel. Ripley with 2 to beat. Lynn Diesel behind a tripod in the back of the track. Lynn Diesel finding that inside lane but knocked in field. Ripley now with a wall formed in front of him.
The magnetic Ninja Ripley effect strikes again. Lynn Diesel there in the back, skating back and forth, trying to open up some space.
Little Red Right Hook coming in, playing some offense, and Ripley is set free. Lead jammer, Nashville Music City All-Stars, but
we have a star pass to Little Swole made. Swole coming in with some speed.
Ripley sees that and calls it off strategically.
Cute little apex hop there at the end for Swole, unfortunately, after the whistle blew, but still great footwork.
3 points on the board for Nashville, bringing them up to 95. River City at 167. I go out and see them. Wiley and Eternal Glam Nation. Eternal Glam Nation lead jammer, River City Riot. Wiley Coyote also out on initial as Glam comes around looking for points. 3 in the front. Glam hits the white wall at the front, but still picks up 2, calls off the jam. Bringing River City Riot up to 169, Nashville sitting at 95. Jam 26 underway. Legs McQueen, Tanya Farding. Both jammers out, but it's Tanya Farding, lead jammer, River City Riot. Legs McQueen hot on Fart's skates. And a little high five from the jammers. Fart's going to call it off. No points, either team on that jam. That's a double donut jam, we call that. And it's Cinnamon Roller and Eternal Glam Nation Eternal Glam Nation up at the front, knocked in field. Smash with the big hit, but Glamazon takes the penalty, so it is a power jam for Cinnamon Roller. Cinnamon Roller finding that inside lane for lead jammer Music City All-Stars. Hack holding solid at the back straightaway as Cinnamon Roller comes back through, finding a middle lane up to the front of the pack with 1 to beat. And Cinnamon Roller is through for 4. Pack standing still. Cinnamon Roller looking for more points. As Glam is back on the track. And through on initial, Cinnamon Roller is going to call it off, and that's our unofficial score. River City with the win, 169 to 102 as we wait for the final score. We're waiting for that final whistle to declare the score final. And there it is, River City Riot with the win, 169-102 over Music City All-Stars. River City about to take their victory lap, so go ahead and go up to the track and give everyone a high five. I'll be back shortly with your superlatives. And here come the Music City All-Stars.
started coming up and asking me questions.
I don't know.
I look official, but I don't know anything.
MVP blocker. Blocker. MVP jammer. MVP blocker. MVP blocker. MVP blocker.
Ninja just came by asking.
Yeah, I found her. Cool. Thank you. All right, time to find out who our most valuable blockers and jammers are. To start off, for Nashville Roller Derby Music City Allstars, most valuable blocker, number 312, Clearly Dangerous, come to the center of the track. There we go.
Thank you.
No problem. For the River City Roller Derby Riot, most valuable blocker, number 176, Raven Darkhold. Right here, center of the track, center of the track. There you go. Congratulations. All right, and your most valuable jammer for Nashville Roller Derby, number 17, Legs McQueen. Here he comes. Right here. Right. Congratulations. All right, and most valuable jammer for the River City Roller Derby Riot, number 30, Lynn Diesel. Lynn Diesel, come to the center of the track for your award. Congratulations. Congratulations to our most valuable jammer and blocker. We'll see you shortly for game number 2, River City River Rats versus Nashville Brawlstarz. That'll be coming up shortly. We'll see you in a few minutes. 6:45, Nashville 6:55. Okay, thank you. No problem. A tad behind. So Nashville Brawlstars, your warm up will begin at 6:45. River City River Rats will begin at 6:55. River City Riots, would you please go to the convention center hallway? River City Riots, please join in the hallway.
Thank you. All right.
All right, roller derby fans, we are back for game 2. We have River City's River Rats going up against Nashville's Music City Brawlstars. Going to get started with our intros here in just a moment. All right.
Do we have? They didn't give us a did they? Thank you.
I don't know what the song is.
I just fixed it.
One moment.
Any of it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, taking the track first for our River Rats today, we have 1101 Deadly Longlegs. 114 Jamocracker. 1229 Madam Jade. 13 Tofu. 1619 Lenny Scabbits. They are not playing today, but they are in the building. We have 1984 Punky Bruiser. 2806 Kill Switch. 404 Patient Zero. 419 Grim Possible. 612 Killer Bee. 733 Hex Girlfriend. 742 Shred Flanders. 8008 Dio Slamdo. Number 88 Peter Panic. And 96 Bad Lass.
Oop, nope. Come on. There. All right. And visiting from Nashville, it's the Brawl Stars. Number 00, Tonka Truck. Number 1031, Witch's Brews. Number 107, Betty Payne. Number 13, Hot Ghoulish. Number 20, Furiosa. Number 3, Lee. Number 411, Dandelions. Number 444, Stretch Armstrong. Number 63, Champagne. Number 643, Paralethal. Number 651, Purple Rain. Number 808, Cocoa Whip. Number 86, Little Red Right Hook. And number 911, Toxic Moxie.
All right, folks, we're going to get started with something a little bit different. We're going to do a quick derby demo. So if you already saw the first game, then hopefully you caught on to some things. But if you missed anything and you're like, I have no idea what's happening, we're going to do a quick demo for you and show you how this game works.
All right, as you can probably see, we start with 10 players on the track. 8 of them are blockers. Blockers, please wave. And the 2 with stars on their helmets are jammers. Jammers, give a wave. Now, the way you score points in Derby is that jammers get through the pack. That's their goal. The game runs in a bunch of 2-minute periods called jams. You know a jam is about to start when you see both jammers lining up behind the jam line and you hear the jammer yell 5 seconds. And Purple Rain has made it out of the pack first. They are our lead jammer. All right, now both jammers are out on their initial passes. No one scores points on their first pass, but now Purple Rain is coming through for their first scoring pass. They'll score 1 point for every opposing blocker they pass. And Purple Rain has called off the jam because they were lead jammer, so they have the ability to call off the jam before the 2 minutes is up. Thank you, Nashville Roller Derby, for helping us facilitate this derby demo. Okay, ready to watch some real roller derby?
Oh, we can do better than that. Are y'all ready to watch some roller derby?
All right, next whistle starts the game. And they're off. It's Purple Rain wearing the star for Nashville, and
out for River City, that's going to be Deadly Longlegs picking up lead jammer.
Deadly Longlegs, lead jammer for River City Riot, River Rats. And meanwhile, Purple Rain has passed the star to Stretch, who is now jammer of record for Nashville Roller Derby. River Rats call off the jam. But not before picking up 4 points for the River Rats. River Rats now in the lead 4-0.
All right, up next on the jam line out there for River City, we have Killer B. And I will tell you who the jammer is for Nashville in just a moment.
That is Paralethal.
Paralethal. And Killer B is out as lead jammer. Paralethal in the back removing the star. Nice line work on the outside there by Killer B as Paralethal looks for some friends. Beautiful star pass there to Tonka Truck, 00. Killer B calls off the jam.
I also. It's so hard to read. I don't even. Oh, you're guessing. Like, wear glasses and fancy.
All right, next on the line, we have Mayhem out there jamming for River City. Current score is 0-12.
And Furiosa wearing the star for Nashville.
Big hit onto Peter Panic as Furiosa picks up lead jammer for Nashville. Refs call an out of play, which means Mayhem will have to be released, but not before Furiosa picks up more points.
Nashville on the board with 4.
Out on the jam line for River City, we have Kill Switch going out for the first time tonight.
If you. The viewers, because I'll have a hard time referencing this otherwise, but I'll try to catch on to do. Say, well, yes, that works.
Champagne wearing the star for Nashville. And it's Kill Switch out lead jammer, River City River Rats. Champagne finding some trouble in the pack up against a wall of black as Kill Switch comes back through. Looking for points, 2 to beat. Kill Switch takes a spill from Dandelions. But Kill Switch takes a penalty track cut. So it is Champagne's Power Jam.
Star pass.
4-wall. But we do have a star pass. It is now Ghoul, who is jammer of record for Nashville on this jam. And Ghoul is through for 4 points. As the pack rounds turn number 3 into turn number 4, Ghoul coming back around, looking for more points, taking a spill, but getting right back up, trying to find that inside lane. And Ghoul is through for 4. as Kill Switch is back on the track.
Now, unfortunately, no one will be able to call off this jam as we had the lead jammer go to the box.
So
and the other
this
person
one,
moved star.
this jam will go the full 2 minutes. Both jammers hitting some trouble in the pack as Ghoul is up at the front up against a 4-wall. No pack is called, but we have some bridging between these two packs. Ghoul is through, and the jam is called. It's a tie game, 16-16.
Out next on the track, as we go into this tie jam, we have Deadly Long legs out for River City. I believe that.
And we're going to roll into a quick timeout here.
Now, it looks like this could have been an official timeout. Is this a team timeout? We'll know soon. While we're waiting, though, we'll go ahead and thank some of our sponsors. Haunts of Richmond, the sponsor for this year's Pose Punishers, locally owned and operated. They're celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals. There's public tours, private tours, and special events offered year-round. Ticket information is available at hauntsofrichmond.com, and you can also check them out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
All right, next whistle starts the jam, and here we go. It's Tonka Truck against Deadly Longlegs.
Big spill in the back there.
Tonka Truck up at the front of the pack, 2 to beat, and Tonka Truck is set free. Lead jammer, Music City, Brawlstar's. Deadly Longlegs knocked in field, forced to recycle back to the back straightaway as Tonka Truck coming back around looking for points. Tonka Truck finding that middle lane for 4 points for the Brawlstars.
Looks like we have a multiplayer penalty being called, sending one of the Nashville blockers to the box. And Tonka calls off the jam.
Nashville picking up 8 on that jam. It's a lead change. Go ahead and hydrate.
Out in this next jam, it looks like we have Killer B out there for River City, opening up on that outside there, getting through for lead jammer.
Purple Rain wearing the star for Nashville. Purple Rain out on initial.
But B unfortunately calls it off before they can make the return trip back. Current score, Brawlstars 24 to River Rats 22.
And we have a loose wheel on the track.
They might need that.
A fine time to leave.
That wheel is done and over. It's heading home.
A bearing.
Probably or something.
Yeah.
Jam is on. We have Miss Mayhem out there for River City, getting lead out the gate. Paralethal is out there for Nashville. We have a star pass.
And Gould takes the star again for Nashville.
Oh, right, yeah. I was wondering about that. I love that name, though.
Me too. Jam is called with 4 points scored in the River Rats.
That's kill switch for River City. Kill switch for River City.
All right.
Yeah.
lead change?
It's another lead change. Yep.
I'm doing this so that I don't talk over you.
And it's Killswitch and Furiosa. Killswitch making quick work of the pack. Lead jammer, River City River Rats, but Furiosa also out hot on their skates. Killswitch's skates. Killswitch coming back around, getting 2 points, and calling off the jam as Furiosa was quickly approaching.
Beautiful little 180 there to pick up those points. In order for the jammer to score those points, they just have to pass their hips. So sometimes you'll see a little 180 from the jammer because they know they can swing those hips around and pick up those points.
Nashville did a great job of that playing against us. You were really good at getting hit point.
Wide open on that inside line again. That is deadly long legs for River City. Give it up. And then we have 21 Lotto out there, I believe, for. Are they?
But I don't know if I'm seeing.
Coming around the track again, that's number 27. We're going to say that's Lotto out there. Hope I'm saying it right. Picking up those points as Madam J tries to step in the way there. And they will have to release Lotto and let them pick up those points. I believe this is another 2-minute jam, which means nobody can call it off. Bad time for everybody.
Deadly Longlegs out of the penalty box and looking for points.
Nice little save there by Legs. Looks like the almost went down, but not quite.
That's 4 more on the board for Deadly Longlegs.
Lotto is out again, picking up those points. Both jammers really picking up quite a few. Love to see what the score is at the end of this. We have the pivot for Nashville heading to the box, unfortunately. That's going to be number 13. Unsure of the penalty. And the jam is called. I believe we might be going into another tied jam. We'll let you know here in just a moment.
Nope, River Rats eke out 2 points.
38 to 36. It's going to be a close one, y'all.
Killer B and Champagne on the line. Killer B making quick work of the pack. Outside lane, lead jammer, River City River Rats. Champagne in front, also out on initial.
Champagne really fighting against Bad Last there at the top, pushing their way through.
Killer B coming around, looking for points, trying to find that outside lane. Knocked outside, see Champagne coming up quickly, so.
And that looked like
jam is called.
Big hit to the outside by Coco Whip there. Be sure to join us at our after party tonight. It'll be at Bingo Beer Co. in Scott's Addition. We have Paralegal out there for Nashville, and Miss Mayhem right behind. Paralethal giving a little look back before calling that off. Current score, River Rats 40, Brawlstar's 37.
Killswitch and Furiosa wearing the star. Killswitch finding that outside lane. Lead jammer, River City River Rats. A little bit of trouble in the pack, trying to get some offensive help from her blockers as Killswitch comes back around looking for points. And Killswitch is through for 4.
Took a big spill there on the inside of the track. However, if you fall in bounds, you're golden. Some beautiful spin work there by Killswitch in that call off. Coming up next, we have Tonka Truck out there for Nashville. Deadly Longlegs, River City. We are only 15 minutes into this first half with quite a close game so far. Jam is on. Deadly Longlegs going up against a tight seam here in the front that Nashville's holding down. Trying to reform as she speeds through, but Tonka Truck will receive lead jammer, I believe. It's close to calling home. Who has it? Tonka Truck wants those points, though. Barrels her way through and calls off the jam.
River Rats picking up 1 on the jam. Tonka Truck with 3 points.
Up next, we have Purple Rain out there for Nashville against Killer B. Killer B getting out on that outside line. Grim Possible doing their best to slow down them, but Purple Rain is out. Big spin on the outside as Killer B calls it off. We'll see if anyone's been given a penalty. I feel like I heard a whistle at the end there. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like Killer B did receive a penalty. So that means it'll be a power jam for Nashville. Everybody's doing their best. We're all having a good time. But give it up for everybody playing roller derby today.
Paralethal, Killer B wearing the star. Paralethal knocked outside.
That was
Recycle.
Shred Flanders with that big hit on the outside there. And on the inside, double tap.
We have a multiplayer called on Stretch, sending Stretch to the penalty box. Paralethal knocked in field, forced to recycle back to the pivot line. Paralethal finding some trouble up against this black wall, trying to get some assistance from her Nashville roller derby blockers.
Killer B has been released. No lead has been declared. B is still eligible for lead jammer.
And Killer B is lead jammer. Yep. Lotto headed to the box, I think on a multiplayer. And it's Killer B, lead jammer. Killer B looking for...
Looks like Peter Panic might have picked up a high block penalty in that last one.
Killer B through with 4. As we have a start pass on the Brawlstars, Hot Ghoul-ish taking the start. As that one's called off. 4 points going to the River Rats. Brawlstars, no points, just vibes.
Looks like we might have an official timeout once again. So we'll go ahead and take a moment to talk about another set of our sponsors. River City Roller Derby is also sponsored by After Hours Landscaping. Tonight's game is brought to you by the After Hours Excavation and Landscape Group. Digging deep and finishing strong even after the sun goes down, whether it's excavation, grading, or landscape design. They've got your outdoor projects covered. Thanks for sponsoring our Hollywood Undertakers this season. I'm very, very enthusiastic about gardening. If you haven't yet, you can also go and check out our merch table before they close up for the night. Go and buy some fabulous things from them. Go buy one of my stickers. Say hello. Of course, tonight we also have our #1 fan competition going on. You will receive 2 comp tickets to the next upcoming home game. So you got to be nice and loud, nice and rowdy out there. There we go. Someone gets it. It's a tight competition usually, so. Looks like we're ready to start again. It's going to be Miss Mayhem out there for River City.
Nashville's jammer is in the penalty box, Champagne.
This is, in fact, a power jam. Big hit there by Miss Mayhem trying to take down this tripod as they push Mayhem across the track there. She's able to step through and pick up more points. Ghouls out there for the Brawlstar's, I believe. Big spill, players down everywhere. It's the secret 5th blocker, the floor.
Ghoul is through on initial. Mayhem sees that and calls off the jam. 7 points going to the River Rats. Bring the score up to 60-40 in favor of the River Rats. 10.5 minutes left here in period number 1.
Out next, we have Killer B, I believe, out there on the jam line for Rivers. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Kill Switch out on the line for River City. And for Nashville, we have Purple Rain with a beautiful star pass there to Nashville's pivot. That's Stretch.
And meanwhile, Killswitch is lead jammer, River Rats. Killswitch coming back around looking for points. Getting those points and immediately calling off the jam.
Current score, River Rats 63, Brawlstars 40. Up next, we have Deadly Longlegs out for River City. And Paralethal back out there for Nashville. Jam is on. Nashville starting down a player as they are currently in the box. Paralethal gets through anyways, though, and picks up lead jammer for Nashville. Deadly Longlegs not far behind. A little bit of action out there by Hex Girlfriend, PhD. Lethal quickly calls it off. Jammers are making sure everybody's okay.
Brawlstars pick up 1 point on that jam.
Still just over 8 minutes left in this first half, with River Rats widening the gap a little bit. But it only takes a few power jams, so we'll see what happens.
Furiosa and Killer B wearing the star. Killer B through lead jammer, River Rats. Furiosa with 1 to beat. Trying to find that outside lane, knocked in field, forced to recycle, and a wall forms around them.
Going head-to-head there with Peter Panic and this tight tripod in the front for River City, as we have Nashville in the back holding Killer B from picking up any more points. It's a hard wall.
Peter Panic heading to the box. So it's a pack advantage for Furiosa. Furiosa is still having some trouble up against this tripod at the front of the pack. Trying to get some assistance from Stretch Armstrong.
Nice hit to the inside there by Lotto. And we have a star pass to Stretch once again.
Killer B sees what's happening, calls off the jam. But now before picking up 4 points, River City River Rats sitting 1 point shy of a nice score.
All right, out next we have Miss Mayhem out there for River City. Both jammers are on this outside line fighting their way through. Oh, but Miss Jade gets through by a hair on the inside line there. River City reforming around Champaign. It's the most devastating feeling as a jammer to be that close and then get recycled once again. Miss J, Mayhem gets through once again. Champaign still stuck here in the back with the River City wall, holding strong as Mayhem is left to go and open it up on her own. Big Spill might give her that opportunity, though, as she goes chest to chest with the Nashville blockers here. Gets those points, though. And we have a star pass by Nashville. That's going to be going to number 1031.
Which is Bruce.
Nice. Love that name. Such a good name. Oh, I hear the cowbells, which means our fan favorite out there, our top fan. Competition might get a little stiffer. We do have spare cowbells at the River City merch table, so if you stop over there, they might loan you one. Looks like we have a team timeout by Nashville. Know what this one is. We'll remind folks that, again, you can always join us after the game tonight. Following this game, we'll be at Bingo Beer Co. over in Scott's Addition. Come and see us, buy your favorite player a drink, maybe a little snack. And I do believe our concessions might be wrapping up. So if you haven't gotten anything, might be time to go get yourself a beverage. Maybe some chicken tenders, you know. Some of River City's other sponsors are going to be the Plug It Up Podcast, Torchy's Tacos, Sacred Roller Skate Supply. Thank you all so much for sponsoring River City this season.
All right, that whistle means we are about to get back into derby action. I see Purple Rain wearing the star for Nashville. And Kill Switch on the line for River City. Jam is underway. Purple Rain up at the front of the pack with a tripod to contend with. Meanwhile, Kill Switch is fighting through a wall of their own.
Two different styles of play happening out here, with River City holding a tight wall and really not moving much at all. But in the back, we have beautiful reforms by Nashville as they take Kill Switch line to line. No lead has been declared.
Purple Rain knocked in field, forced to recycle back to the apex.
And that gives Kill Switch lead jammer.
Kill Switch coming back around, pack in the back straightaway, heading into turn number 3. Kill Switch making quick work of the pack, 4 points. River City. Pack moving into the front stretch. Purple Rain is through on initial. Killswitch looking for more points. Killswitch falling to her knees and calls off the jam.
Just a couple more jams left in this half. Current score, River Rats 88 to Brawlstars 41. Out there on the jam line right now, we have Deadly Longlegs and Paralethal for Nashville. Jam is on. Again, two very different styles of play happening by these walls here. And Paralethal gets lead jammer. Deadly Longlegs working her way through with just 2 to pass at this point.
Little red right hook and Witch's Bruce holding up a nice wall, but
Derby. There are derby things happening for sure.
derby things are happening. Paralethal sees the River City Jammer approaching quickly, calls off the jam. 2 points going to the Brawlstars.
We'll also give it up for our officials who are calling this game at the moment. We could not have this game without them. If you're ever interested in playing roller derby, but you're like, I don't know about the skating part or about the hitting part, we are always looking for new refs, and NSOs are non-skating officials. Come and check us out at our next orientation.
Jam is underway. Killer Bee, Furiosa. Furiosa fighting that inside lane lead jammer, Music City Brawlstars. But Killer Bee hot on Furiosa skates. Furiosa quickly approaching the pack for points. Furiosa going inside, calling off the jam.
I do believe someone has picked up a track cut, but I'm not sure who it was just yet. I just saw the X from the ref. When you see that, that is usually a track cut penalty. They have to recycle in behind the person that hit them out or the furthest person up.
And that was Dandelions who took the track cut.
Another great name. I love it. We had a Hell Earnhardt last weekend. It was so good.
Nice. Raisdale, praise hail.
Yes, exactly.
Where's
Ooh, big pile up. Jammer on jammer. Oh, no. It's a sandwich. That's Miss Mayhem out there against Tonka Truck. Mayhem getting recycled there as Tonka pushes this pack forward with a lot of force. No lead has been declared yet. Ooh, we have a penalty being called on the pivot here. But it looks like Tonka has picked up lead jammer for Nashville. Mayhem's been released as well. We'll see if Tonka tries to take advantage of this opportunity and get some points on the board. Oh, but they call it off. They want to keep it safe. Not allow River City to pick up any points. And this will probably be our final jam for this half, y'all. Who's having a good time? Thank you. Y'all are a great crowd. We love it. This is like the most enthusiastic crowd we've had in a while.
Killswitch and Purple Rain wearing the star. Killswitch trying to find that outside lane, but Purple Rain going inside, getting some assistance from Lotto. Stretch coming around.
Beautiful big hits from both of the blockers on each team in that last one. No one has been declared lead just yet. This has been quite an exciting game to watch.
One to beat, and Purple Rain is set free. Lead jammer, Brawlstars. As Killswitch is knocked inside, forced to recycle back to the turn 2 as Purple Rain is coming around, pack rounding turn number 3 into turn number 4.
Lotto out there has had Killswitch's number and has just been there every time they're almost out. Oh, but it looks like, unfortunately, Killswitch will be picking up a penalty. Stepped on the track a little too soon after being hit out, which means this is a power jam for Purple Rain.
Purple Rain just picked up 4 on that pass, coming back around looking for more. Stretch Armstrong coming to play offense as Purple Rain is up against this tripod. Now the whole blocker contingent is helping to play offense as Purple Rain gets back up and calls off the jam.
Very smart decision by Purple Rain in that last one, as that means that as we come back for this next jam in the next half, it'll be a power jam start for Nashville.
Meanwhile, please say hello again to Two Hole Punch.
Go get your beverages now. They're going to close concessions. Go get them. Go get them.
Friends. Hello. The question was, when are you doing this?
After the band.
Okay. Fine. Oh. Yeah.
All right, folks, we are back for the second half of this game. We have an official review that's occurring. We'll let you know what's going on with that. But first, we're going to pull 2 raffle tickets tonight, and then we'll send you over to our merch table. So I'm going to shimmy this bucket around. All right, digging around. First ticket, we're calling 663-295. 663-295. Disco! Disco will go to the merch table at the end of the game. All right, I'm going to get the second ticket drawn. Another shimmy. Another shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. All right. The second ticket is number 663-262. 663-262. We have a winner! You can go to the merch table to claim your prize. All right. Back to the Derby.
Jam number 1 of the second period is underway. Tonka Truck and Deadly Longlegs. Deadly Longlegs. I'm sorry, Tonka Truck up at the front of the pack, but it's Deadly Longlegs through lead jammer River Rats.
So they must have got it overturned or something.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I got it. Sorry. What's the draft?
And Deadly Longlegs picking up 4 points and calling off the jam. So the official review at the end of the last period, Bruise, Witch's Bruise, was leaving the track on a penalty. The River Rats jammer entered in on the track in front and was called on a penalty. River City was asking for the rescinded penalty because the Bruise was leaving on a penalty, and the rescinded penalty was awarded. The review is retained.
So we started off that jam without the power jam like we thought. Big opening on the outside there. The little spill. That's Killer B picking up points. And we have a star pass to number 808. That's Coco Whip out there. And it looks like the star pass may have been incomplete, so they're going to try to hand it back to their jammer before they can legally take it back. And the pass has happened. Thank you. Killer Bee signaling for River City to do something out there. Nice opening and an assist for Madam Jade. Looks like Killer Bee was unsure if that's what was supposed to happen, but it all worked out. Current score, River Rats 102, Brawlstar's 54. That is City. Okay. And
Looks like Furious.
I think it is Furious and somebody else.
Furiosa and Mayhem on the track. Furiosa up at the front. Mayhem knocked in field. Furiosa up against a wall of black. 3 to beat now. 2 to beat. Furiosa pack reforming. Furiosa is set free. Lead jammer. Brawlstars. Meanwhile, Mayhem also out on initial. Pack heading into turn number 1 as Furiosa with a inside lane slide by, 4 points, and the call off. Nashville picks up 4 on that jam. River Rats held scoreless.
Out next, we have Kill Switch for River City and Purple Rain for Nashville. Heading into the second jam of this, or I'm sorry, it might actually not be the second jam of this. Time is irrelevant, it's fine. It's been a long day. Jam is on.
Oh, fourth.
Kill Switch leading in the front here with some sneaky toe stop work, but gets bumped to the inside of the track. Nice little spin action as we have Purple Rain pushing through the wall there, just bulldozing their way through. Working around this first turn here. Both jammers just getting hit back to the inside line. No lead has been declared just yet, but we do have a direction penalty being called on Nashville. And it looks like that's going to be Purple Rain out for lead jammer.
Nope, that's
Kill Switch.
Champagne.
Champagne, I'm sorry. Champagne. Apologies. Kill Switch not quite through yet, getting reabsorbed here by Nashville's blockers as Champagne works their way through once again to pick up a few more points. Being very patient. Nashville once again just recycling around Kill Switch with a final little hit there. Tough jam.
Short circuit just now. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I might be who I'm mixing up. You mixed up with these two. That's really sweet of the city and Tonka truck. The gate see Tonka right now.
Up next, we have Deadly Longlegs against Tonka Truck.
Deadly Longlegs up at the front of the pack, a wall of white, trying to get some assistance from the River City pivot.
Tonka Truck. Sorry.
Tonka Truck able to eke out a path for lead jammer Music City Brawlstars.
Star pass to Punky Bruiser for River City, but gets bumped to the outside there. Still staying in bounds as they work their way through. Not quite out just yet, though, as Tonka picks up more points.
That was a big hit on Patient Zero.
Yeah.
From Tonka Truck.
Tonka busts through that River City tripod there. Scores 4 more points. Punky Bruiser getting reabsorbed here in the back, trying to work her way through to get River City a few points on the board. Nice big hit by Lotto out there. And that's number 13, our pivot for Nashville.
That's cool.
Ghoul out there shutting it down. But Stretch has picked up a penalty that allows Punky to get through.
Tonka Truck knocked outside and calls off the jam.
Point spread might have gotten a little bit bigger there, but It definitely is a different game coming back into the second half with both teams really holding strong walls.
9 points on that last jam for Nashville, bringing them up to a nice 69.
And I believe that is Paralethal out there for Nashville going up against Killer B.
Killer B up at the front of the pack, a tripod of white to contend with. Killer B finds that outside lane lead jammer, River City River Rats. Meanwhile, Paralethal with 1 to beat. And Paralethal is set free on initial as the pack rounds turn number 1 into turn number 2. Killer B finding an easy lane on the outside, picking up 4 points and calling off the jam.
It does look like River City will have a slight advantage here going into this next jam, as it's going to be a power jam, River City's favor, and Nashville's down a blocker as well. Out on the jam line for River City,
I can't see either.
that's going to be Mayhem back there for this power jam. Give it up, folks. I hear that cowbell out there. Stop your feet. Let's hear Mayhem out there. Ooh, big hit to the inside there. But Mayhem is able to come back in bounds and pick up lead.
Yeah.
Mayhem gets through for 4 more points. Just as Paralethal re-enters, going chest to chest against Grim Possible there at the front. Grim and Bad Lass trying to slow down Paralethal, but she has escaped the wall. Mayhem making the choice to call it off before Paralethal can pick up any points in that last jam. Current score, River Rats 112 to Brawlstar's 69. Nice. Up next, we have Kill Switch out there for River City.
I'll get to the dome of the game.
It's Champagne and Killswitch on the line. Killswitch up against a white tripod at the front of the pack. A white wall. Killswitch trying to go outside. Killswitch finding the outside lane, riding the tape, and lead jammer, River Rats. Champagne, meanwhile, finds some trouble in the pack. As Killswitch comes back around, knocked outside, forced to recycle back to the jam line.
And that looks like that was a little red right hook that sent them out of bounds.
Killswitch threw 4 points as
Peter Panic's heading to the box for River City. Unsure of the penalty.
7. Oh, I meant. Oh.
jam is called. 4 points on the board for River Rats.
Back on the track, we have another jammer on jammer face-off. That's Tonka Truck going up against Deadly Longlegs. Current score, River Rats 117. Brawlstars still at 69. Don't worry, y'all.
Tonka Truck and Deadly Longlegs wearing the star. Deadly Longlegs up in the front of the pack. Fighting through.
Going up against Stretch there at the front, getting reabsorbed as River City sends another player to the box. It's going to be Hex Girlfriend picking up a penalty.
Tonka Truck, meanwhile, through lead jammer Brawl Stars as Peter Panic is back on the track. Tonka Truck taking a penalty.
Dang. I thought it was maybe just a little airplane action as they left the pack, but it does look like they picked it up.
So it's a power jam situation for Deadly Longlegs and the River Rats. Nope, Peter Panic. It was a star pass. Peter Panic. Nope. It was a stash. Never mind. Deadly Longlegs re-engaging a tight pack. Pack tied up between at the pivot line.
Deadly Longlegs going up against a tripod here in the front from Nashville, really holding tight. They brought back their reforms in this second half, and it is really showing.
Nashville doing some great penalty killing as Tonka Truck makes her way back on the track. On one skate, fancy.
Another big hit by Lotto. Beautiful work.
4 points on the board for Nashville. Tonka Truck back through for 4 more.
And again, this is a 2-minute jam, y'all, so no one will be calling it off except for the refs.
Nashville picks up 8 on the jam, bringing them up to 77. River Rats at 117 in the lead. 17 minutes left here in second period.
Still lots of time left here. We have Paralethal out there for Nashville and Killer B back on the track for River City. Jam is on. Looks like we have a multiplayer penalty being called. As Paralethal has been hit to the outside, it looks like they might have gotten the wind knocked out of them. I'm not sure. But Killer B is our lead as this jam still continues. I think Paralethal is just checking in with their bench to make sure that they're okay. Medics have not been called, so that's a good sign. Jam is called. It looks like we have a timeout real quick, too. Probably just to assess where their skater is at. Seems like they're up and moving, though, so they're okay. Oh, God. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah. That jam should have been called. That's stretch. Oh. Okay, sure. They have to fight over it. That's my rule. Yep. Like wrestle, mud wrestle for it. The medics didn't assess them. I'm surprised that they didn't. So they might have been like no, and then they just decided to take penalty or points for it.
All right, folks, we're coming back from that. We just needed to take a little moment, get our heads right. We are getting the track set up here. We have Mayhem out there for River City, and I believe that is and Furiosa back on the track. Be sure to stick around at the end as we announce our MVPs for these games and our fan favorite that y'all voted on.
Next whistle starts the jam. And we're underway with Furiosa and...
Big spills in the back there, but that's Furiosa and I believe Mayhem out there going up against a strong tripod by Nashville in the front. Both teams reforming. A couple spills and thrills. No one's been declared lead just yet. But Miss Mayhem picks it up. Lead jammer for River City. Furiosa going through the
bouncing back
water
and
and almost
forth.
gets squeezed out, but takes a spill. Mayhem picking up another 4 points. And a star pass there to Purple Rain, taking the star. Gonna make sure everybody's okay after that one. Just a little bit of a bad fall. Check in with this skater real quick. While this skater is getting checked out, we will go ahead and talk about some of our other sponsors and our vendors. If y'all haven't visited over at Fist City's table, they are owned by two of the Riot skaters. That is Pixel Whip and Eternal Glam Nation. They have merch for sale. Be sure to go say hi to them before this game ends, y'all. You've got about 14 minutes left in this half. We are so grateful to our medic team for being here today. We can't play without them. They keep us safe and make sure that we're all good to go back on the track. And if you haven't visited our photo booth, we have some lovely things over there for our Pride backdrop. I think I heard it took several hours to make those chains for the photo. So make sure you stop on by, visit Elizabeth Casual. She's over there taking the photos for you. Looks like the medics are just kind of getting a verbal check-in.
I don't see that very often anymore.
Some of our other sponsors. Again, we have Haunts of Richmond and After Hours Landscapes sponsoring our team this season, along with Plug It Up Podcast, Torchy's Tacos, and Sacred Roller Skate Supply. Sacred Roller Skate Supply is located in Northern Virginia, only a few hours from here. So again, if you're interested in checking out Derby in the future and you want to play, go and buy some skates from them. You can always be a ref if you're not interested in getting hit. But again, you don't have to know how to skate to join River City. You can simply show up. We have skates for you to borrow. We have pads and helmets and all that you can have loaned to you until you're ready to make your own purchase. But come and check it out. Don't have to know how to skate to join us. Let's give it up for Furiosa, everybody. We're going to take a beat and we'll be back on the track here in just a moment. Current score 127-77, River Rats' favor. Still 14 minutes left in this half. Let's give them some energy, folks. If you're still here tonight, bring it back up for me. Jam is on. That's going to be Kill Switch out there for River City.
And champagne for the Brawlstars.
Both packs bringing the fire coming back into this jam after that little break. Kill Switch gets lead jammer for River City. Beautiful star pass to Lotto. Nice work on that outside line. Kill Switch takes a little bit of a spill, but calls it off from the ground. I will say I can smell myself from the last game sitting here, y'all. The best way to, of course, help us with that is to buy your favorite player a drink after at the after party at Bingo Beer Co. Looks like we have another quick time out. That or they're signaling to the audience to make some more noise. I'm not sure, but we can definitely accommodate that. Track crew getting escorted onto the track here as we have Raven Darkhold showing us her excellent tape skills. The shoes help. Definitely help. Great job, Raven. Great job, Raven. Everybody give it up for Raven. Your MVP from last game. And we're back.
Lucky Jam 13 of the second period. Tonka Truck and Deadly Long Legs. Tonka Truck up at the front of the pack, but Deadly Longlegs finding an outside lane lead.
Oh.
Tonka Truck had on Deadly Longlegs skates.
That was a close one to call.
That was. Deadly Longlegs coming back around, but wisely calling off the jam before Tonka Truck can engage for points as well. But
Picks up 1 point.
that's
At
a
1
that's
point.
a 1 point jam. Like you got
Every
a point.
point counts.
Every point counts.
Killer B out there for River City Roller Derby. And that looks like we have Lotto out there jamming for the first time tonight, or at least starting on the jam
Starting on the
line.
jam line.
She's
Yeah.
been amazing clearing the track out there. Maybe my favorite. It's fine. Nice sticky walls out here from both packs. Just kind of grinding away with no lead declared yet. All blockers focusing on their defense, not wanting anyone to get out. But it looks like a multiplayer has been called on Shred Flanders, giving Lotto a little bit of an advantage. We'll see if they get through. Killer B picks up lead, though. With Lotto not far behind. Make some noise for these jammers. And the jam is called off, I believe, before any points can be picked up. We'll check in here in just a moment.
I see 1 point for the River Rats. That's the second 1 point jam in a row for the River Rats. But again, every point counts.
Every point counts, yes. I have seen games come down to the final jam after a big spread in the beginning, so it's anybody's game still. Mm-hmm.
We got Champagne and Mayhem on the track. Champagne is through, but no pass, no penalty. So lead jammer is still open.
For our audience, if you're wondering, this is also going to be a 2-minute jam now, I believe, because Mayhem took off the hat before lead was declared. So there is no lead. This will be a full 2-minute jam.
Champagne through for 4 points.
If you're wondering why the no pass, no penalty was called, that likely means that somebody was down as Champagne passed them. And unfortunately, we're not able to retain that lead, but that's okay. It just means we get to see them skate a little longer.
Mayhem answers with 4 points.
Tonka Truck going to the box for Nashville. Mayhem squeezes through.
Champagne finding some trouble in the pack. This wall of black is the white blockers are trying to break it up, but nothing doing. Mayhem is through for 4 more points.
Beautiful star pass there by Nashville as Badlass tries to slow down Purple Rain, but Purple Rain is unfazed and barrels through. And again, nobody can call it off.
Mayhem adding 4 more to the tally as Purple Rain is hitting this black wall, this solid black wall.
Both teams doing a great job of reforming and recycling the players back. But it looks like Miss Mayhem will slice through the pack once again.
And time expires. We have a 20-point jam for the River Rats.
Now, it is still early into the game. We have 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes left. But I do believe this will be the first time that both the Rats and the Riots potentially are leaving with a win today. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
In a couple seasons. Oh, wow. I could be wrong, but I don't think we got any last season. But I don't want to say that too soon.
Paralegal and Kill Switch. Paralegal back on the track. And Paralegal is through. Lead jammer, but
Janimal having to
getting
laugh it off and release them, it looks like. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you're just like, I tried.
right.
Keep going. Paralethal approaching the pack during this power jam, allowing Nashville to pick up some more points on the board. Janimal Cracker closing that inside line to Paralethal. Slipping by Iggy Icarus with a big hit to the outside.
That draws Paralethal back to turn number 2.
Paralethal getting a little needle and thread action out there. We love to see it. Killswitch came in hot from the box there, but was not able to pick up any points before the jam was called off. Current score, River Rats 149, Brawlstar's 87, just over 7 minutes left.
Team timeout. River City? River City.
Yeah. Team timeout for River City as we take a quick moment. As we wrap up this game, folks, again, you can join us at Bingo Beer Co. for the after party and buy your favorite player a beverage. Help them ice those bruises after the game. Let's give it up for our EMTs, our NSOs, our officials in general for making this game passable. In just 2 weeks, River City will travel to Fort Myers to take on their team in a hangover game against Bradentucky the following day. And then we will have another home game in July. So keep your eyes open for the next home game coming up. That'll most likely be at Funky Skate Center. You can always find out more by following us on Instagram. All of our information will be there. Or maybe sign up for our Bruise letter and get lots of notifications about what we're up to these days. Looks like Mr. Punky is quite prepared with these cowbells, ready to face off. We're back again. Deadly long legs out there for River City. Picking up lead on that inside line.
Furiosa.
And Furiosa out there for Nashville. Woo! Big hit to the outside there by Nashville. Furiosa showing us the fury and barreling through. Despite this point differential, both teams are bringing the heat right now. It'll be a fight to the finish.
Meanwhile, if you're so inclined, Nashville will be going down to New Orleans to play
Ooh.
Big Easy Roller Derby on
I want to go.
July 26th.
Nice. Although July in New Orleans for Derby
It's-
sounds
yeah.
really intense.
And I don't know if you've been in the warehouse that Big
Mhm.
Easy plays
I've
in.
never played there.
There's no AC.
Oh, lovely. Start hydrating now.
Hydrate now.
Killer Bee out as lead jammer for River City. Tonka Truck out as well. Big hit by Madam Jade, but Nashville slips by anyways. Turning into a fast pack out there. Just over 5 minutes left in this half, y'all. Give it up. Mayhem's back out there on the jam line going against. No.
I can't tell.
I think it is only because I keep forgetting their name.
Oh. Yeah, that's Furiosa. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was looking at the wrong part of the track.
Furiosa barreling through, picks up lead. I believe Furiosa is lead, even though Madam Jade is, or Miss Mayhem is out front. These MM names, y'all. Nashville deciding to call it off before Mayhem can pick up any points since they were slightly ahead, even with lead being declared for Nashville.
That's Purple Rain. Yes, I think so.
Yes.
And that looks like we have Purple Rain going up against Killswitch on the jam line next. I don't think I've seen any dance-offs during any of these timeouts yet, so maybe I'll get my wish by the end of it. And
I'm
see a little
sorry,
dancing.
that's Champagne.
Oh, it's Champagne. Dang it. Sorry.
Sorry.
Is very, very far away from the announcer table, I will say. Oh, and it looks like, unfortunately, they'll be going to the penalty box, giving a power jam to River City. Killswitch gets through, picks up lead for this power jam. River City making a plan on the back there. You can see them talking, figuring out what they want to do. A little bit of a race here. Killswitch almost getting hit to the inside by Lotto, but makes it through. Big spill on the outside by Killswitch and Lotto once again. Lotto has had those lines nice and clean today. Also, second game of the day for Lotto, I believe.
It is. They played the last game as DEI Zaster.
Ah. Ooh, big hit again by Lotto out there. Killswitch not giving up this fight just yet, though. Trying to run that clock a little bit as we head into these final jams of the night. They choose to call it off. Great work for both teams.
That'll be leg.
Paralegal. Let paralegal.
Folks, as we wrap up tonight, this is probably your last chance to go visit our merch table. So if you haven't gone over there yet, they are cleaning up. Grab that shirt, say hello. And again, stick around after this game to hear our MVPs for the night and our fan favorites.
Deadly Longlegs, Paralegal wearing the star. Paralegal up in the front of the pack, but it's Deadly Longlegs inside lane. Lead jammer River Rats as Stretch Armstrong takes the star for Nashville. Deadly Longlegs reapproaching the pack as the pack goes into the back straightaway. Deadly Longlegs getting 4 points, calling off the jam as Stretch Armstrong approaches.
2 minutes left on the clock, folks. I want to see you up in the stand. Stand up, make some noise as we close this game out. It is still another jam left, but this will be the first double win for River City in a very long time. So make sure you cheer them on super loud. Give it up for Nashville. They have fought their hearts out this weekend.
Tonka Truck, Killer B on the line. Tonka Truck out front. Killer B fighting that inside lane. Lead jammer River Rats. Tonka Truck fighting some trouble in the pack. 2 to beat now and Tonka Truck is set free. Killer B now approaching the pack for points.
There's so much happening.
There is.
And the jam is called. All right, we might get one more.
One more jam. One
More jam.
One more jam.
Now watch, it'll be a really short one and we'll have 2 more jams.
Right.
Okay. For maybe our last jam of the night, we have Mayhem out there for River City.
And I can't see. Purple Rain.
Purple
it looks
Rain.
like.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain wearing the star for Nashville. Purple Rain up against 1 to beat, 2 to beat, 3 to beat as the pack forms around Purple Rain. Purple Rain trying to go outside. Purple Rain through the lead jammer, Brawlstar's.
Star Pass, Punky Bruiser. Give it up from y'all. 13 seconds on the clock. Get loud, get hype.
Purple Rain with 4 points for Allstars as Punky Bruiser comes back around looking for points.
Punky Bruiser working their way at the top here. Stretch being assessed a penalty for Nashville.
Purple Rain at the top of the pack. Time expires
And that's game. Give it up, y'all. We will have your official score for you in just a moment. Thank you to Nashville. Thank you, River City. Thank you to our fans, our officials. We will have your MVPs for you in just a moment, but go ahead and take to the line. High five these skaters. It's River City's first double win, at least this season. We have your final score. River Rats 167, Brawlstar's 92. We'll have those MVPs for you in just a moment. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Remember, we have another home game in July. It'll be against our home team skaters. That's our Pose Punishers versus the Hollywood Undertakers. Catch them at Funky's Skating Rink over by the airport in just a few weeks. While the teams take a photo, I will go ahead and announce our fan favorite from the first game. Fan favorite for River City from our first game was actually a tie. It was between Sweets, number 16, and Tanya Farding for fan favorite in the first game. I'm going to say that y'all have to wrestle it out to decide who's going to take home that prize. I will be judging. See me afterwards. Fart's ready. I think Sweets might not even be in the building, but you know, Fart's ready. And our fan favorite from game 2 for River City is going to be Killer Bee. We'll have those MVPs from them in just a moment. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Again, follow River City on all social media platforms. We will see you in July. Everyone be safe going home. Buddy system it out of here, please.
My offer stands if it's not raining, y'all will come by and stuff. Okay. I'll be chilling. I don't know what it's like out, but I don't know. I looked at the weather. It says it's supposed to be raining right now. It looked like it was raining earlier when we were out there in our app. Yeah, these are the these little rainbows are Filipinos. Yeah. You got some fan favorite for this game. So you can take matter which one, whichever one you like the most.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, and here's the other two.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cool. Sorry. Okay, cool. All right, it's time for our most valuable blocker and most valuable jammer. We'll start with Nashville. Most valuable blocker, number 27, Lotto. Woo! Lotto skated the first game as DEI Zaster. Congratulations. And most valuable jammer for the Brawlstars, number 00, Tonka Truck. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and now for your River City Roller Derby River Rats, most valuable blocker, Number 733, Hex Girlfriend.
That's Dr. Hex Girlfriend, PhD, by the way. I believe she's taken her gear off.
All right, she's taking her gear off. So once the gear is off, please come to the center of the track. Meanwhile, jammer, most valuable jammer for the River City Roller Derby River Rats. Number 1101, Deadly Longlegs. Congratulations.
All right, folks. Thank you again so much to Nashville and all of our officials for making this happen, to our medics. Everybody, be safe going home tonight. Buddy, system it out of here, please. We'll see you in July.